Hi guys, let's continue our Afrika Korps campaign. We conquered Arabia, we destroyed all the British units on the Arabian Peninsula, and we are ready to move on. It's a quite successful scenario. We didn't have too many damage units. Even our Air Force didn't took a single hit, so it's nice. Okay, we spent some prestige on repairs and also on upgrades. We have now 1500. I hope we are going to have more than 3000 in the next scenario. Arabia is ours. Could you have imagined when you first landed at El Agheila those many months ago that you would now stand as master of Arabia? Alright, but there is still fights. Let's see what is coming next and what's going to be in the briefing. Interesting, there is no any recorded sound or general in this briefing. Maybe this is some sort of bug, I don't know. Okay, so greeting General Field Marshal. With Arabia secure behind you, the task now is to defeat the second prong of England's attempt to recapture the Suez Canal. You are to invade British East Africa, the last possible base of operations remaining to them in this theatre of war. In doing so, you will restore or flag the colonies that were ours before they were stolen by English during the Great War. To be an amphibious attack, General Field Marshal. I don't like amphibious attacks. Once you have overcome resistance on the beaches, you are to penetrate inland and destroy the enemy's strong points in the interior. They will be heavily defended. Victory will come only at cost. Counter the enemy here and we will again be able to cast our eyes eastward. Yeah, eastward, General Field Marshal, into the paths of Alexander. November 7th, East Africa. Decisive victory, capture all objectives. Brumbar, but we already have a Brumbar, so I suppose this is Italian Brumbar. Okay, so we captured Arabia here, and now we are landing in East Africa, Addis Ababa. This is Ethiopia, Nairobi, Kenya. Khartoum. Okay. All right. Some entrenchments around these objectives. Entrenchments over here. This objective is quite far, and maybe there is some reward over here. I don't know. I stopped checking for the rewards on that forum. Yeah, where all rewards are listed. Maybe there is some, maybe there is not. I don't know. So we are landing in two areas. I suppose the northern one will go over here, and the central. I suppose the central would be the best to go all around here. I mean, there are no roads anyway. Hit this objective and then attack this one from the rear. This is how I would do it. We need to secure this airfield, of course. Just secure this and then go all around. Attack from this side. Then we can also send few units over here to capture this town, while majority of our troops go over here. How many times? 10-2. Northern group, they just take this and then they are going to have more difficult task. They will have to attack onto the prepared defenses. 2 Fallschirmjägers. Wow. We have 3,200, okay. That should be fine. Italian tank, really. 100 for repairs. Now, is there a point to train this Nashorn really now? It's a late campaign. Artillery is a little bit damaged. Not too much. Planes are good, okay, that's really good thing. 2200 we have. Let me check about this artillery. Is this Italian? That's Italian version of Brombar, but we are not going to change. I'm happy with these two artilleries. I'm happy with these artilleries. I think there's going to be, after H is going to be a J version. Is it or not? Maybe I'm mixing this H with J over here. Could be. Okay. Fine. Let's deploy two groups, all right? This group is attacking head-on, so I suppose they're going to need range artillery, yeah? But first we need to land some tanks. Okay, recon, where's Brombar? Okay, we need these artilleries that can stand in the open. They will have two Tigers, okay. Two Tigers, okay. Brombar. Heavy artillery. One flak. On a mobile flak. The group over here. Tigers again, Brombar, okay. This artillery fine. Flak. Additional flak, this artillery, okay. Now we are going to land stacks. One Panzer IV. And they're going to have, okay, let's give to these guys one more Brombar, okay. Planes. Nine more units. Now here I deployed, I don't have a single infantry. I mean, it can't work like that. I mean, in theory we could send help, but maybe we could send these ships, but this could be very risky. Yeah. I mean, okay, we can also land. Probably when we land we will be able to embark from this side. What if they have ships? It's not good if they have ships. I mean, we can land only one unit at a time. Okay, fine. I don't know are we spotted, but I'm not going to take any risks over here. What's the situation over there? Flak. This is a tight tank. Okay, we need to protect our ships. No, over here we can't. Move closer over there. Planes. Not all of the units are protected, I know that, but I'm going. Okay, they can see us. That's not a good thing. That's a good air defense. 16, huh? Nothing with paratroopers right now. Where we are going to land? I mean, really. Oh my goodness. At least over here is better. I think that it's better. Huh. Spitfire. Thing is that we need to destroy the Spitfire, but in the same time we need to protect our units that are still on ships. That's the problem. We have only 5 planes. We need to protect over here. This ship is spotted, so we need to move up. Something like this, okay? Here situation is more difficult because we already suffered losses, yeah? These 2 units are now safe. We can land only 1 unit over there, but we will need very soon to start to push this infantry. So let's bring our bombers here, right? At least 1. I will also need to bring 1 strategic bomber over there. Okay, let's group so that we can protect with the with our planes like this and like this. We can't land right now, that's obvious. We need first to destroy this infantry. Okay. What do we have? What is this? Gepard. Ah. Okay, what is this artillery? Oh my god, this is not a bombard. Can't land over there. No, I can't. And we didn't push this infantry, yeah? Not a single one. Another plane. We didn't still land any NTR units, so we have to attack again with our fighters. This was unlucky, but yeah, nothing can be done. Alright, we can go with a bombard. That's artillery, yeah? I have a bunker over there. Okay, they have a bunker, so this fighter needs to actually I think we can now land, yeah, our units. Okay, landed most of our units over here. I'm still MG battalion. We really need to send this MG battalion north, but we don't have any spare fighter. I think this is the best thing what we can do. They can spot this ship. This ship is not spotted. They can spot this ship. Over here we could actually attack, yeah. Fine. Now we are not going to take the airfield now. Now we wait until the fighter is ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we are not spotted, so we will wait. Okay, we can't send these ships over here without fighter escort. Alright. Maybe this time we will be able to do that. Very stuck over here. Fine. Okay, we are now going over as we planned over here. We need mobile artillery to protect our tanks. Good. We took the airfield. Okay, unfortunately this fighter is damaged, but now we can actually... How far we can go? Here, alright. And one better fighter like this. Okay, good. So we landed over there. Over here we are still struggling. Okay, what we are going to learn? Flag Battalion, Stag, Brumbar. We don't know, is there anything over there? We don't know that. No, we are going to move over here. Yeah, there is no point to risk any of our units now when we push the enemies, yeah. Let's still keep one fighter over here. The airfield is of course crucial. Okay, we have the flak. Let's protect our units in the moment, and we are safe for now over here. Let's get some fuel before we continue driving south. We are going over here, and we will attack this town from this side. Look at this. AK-88, so they have tanks over there. Let's run away from here. More Spitfires. This one actually we can attack with our flak. Mark 9, huh? Enemy tank, this is how they spotted us. Strength of 14. Okay, what can we do about this Spitfire? Not much. Fortunately, not much. I sent this fighter to protect these two ships, which was actually an excellent idea, but defense +1, and they have a bunker over there. So this fighter defense +1, defense +3, defense +1. This is defense +1. Yeah. If I protect our ships, which is the correct decision, I have to do it. Then these two bombers don't have any fighter protection, so I can't use them over here. If I do this, then the southern group definitely needs this fighter. There's no other option over here, we have to attack. Okay, we are not going to do anything with bombers, we'll just move bombers over here. So, yeah, let's do this, and bombers will see what to do with them. I think now we can land. Stuck. Luck. Okay, fine. Okay, good. Yeah, this group definitely needs one infantry. They have 0 infantry over here. Alright, bombers. We are close to this airfield. And actually this is not too far. I mean, can use these two Fallschirmjägers as their infantry, yeah? Definitely. Two Fallschirmjägers, but we don't have any protection from our fighters right now. When our bombers are bunker and tank. Later on we will come back to destroy them, but right now we can't do it. Over here, let's just stay, okay, for one more turn until we secure this airfield. Too many enemy fighters, I mean, really. Spitfire. Oh. They want to destroy our boarded units, yeah. This one has a great defense, yeah. This one is with defense +6. Alright. Let's take this airfield. This is empty, okay, fine. I don't believe that there is anything that can spot out bombers. Okay, over here. Have a minute. Come back. And there's still how many turns? 6. I mean, anyway, we need to reach this. So I think, yeah, we are not losing too much time. I believe so. And the biggest problem over here is that our Air Force will have a hard time to support them over there, yeah? No airfield. This is the closest airfield. Okay, we still have fuel, so we'll keep planes. Like this, alright. I think we can go safely now over here with paratroopers. Yeah, this is definitely not good. Yeah, this fighter this is going to cost a lot. I mean, what could I have done better? I could have shown myself to this bunker where we have flux and then lure enemy fighters. I mean, this is how it's done. All these air fights, I was forced to fight without support of our flux, so yeah, that's the problem. And now this is a problem. Counter-strike. They're called counter-strike. Well, they are not going to counter-strike us. They are not going to counter-strike us, definitely. No, they are not. Have been discovered. Now we don't have any artillery over here, so I can't move our cavalry or recons. Well, now they see our units, so let's move flux closer, yeah? Okay. I think this is fine over here. So this was some counter-strike group and by accident we encountered them. I mean, not by accident, it was my plan to flank them from this side. So actually I flanked the flanking force. Only one fighter over here capable, ready to support our bombers. So I'm not too sure are we now going to move forward. This is how far our flux can support us. Probably there's a flak over there. I mean, very, very high probability. I'm concerned if there's something might come from this side. Maybe they have bunkers or whatever. Okay, I'm going to land paratroopers. No. Okay. Bombers are waiting. Okay, for a fighter to come. It's turn 7. Next turn. Okay, how we are going to do it? We have a lot of units on our disposal. So this was quickly destroyed, yeah? We are coming to the position of attack. Of our first objective over here. Okay, our planes, they still have fuel to come. Not so much. Half fuel left. Maybe it would be good now to go over here and then go back. This focus still has, but this Italian still okay. So they will stay over here, okay. It's very risky to use this fighter. And over here now, we are ready to attack. We are ready to attack. Enemy fighter. Okay, this was good. The artillery is destroyed in our first attack, that's fine. Spitfire over there. Nice, we need to be careful. We have only one fighter over there. Okay, next turn. Spitfire didn't move, huh? This was unlucky, but yeah, I think I'll be done. 6, huh? Okay, fine. Can we destroy this fighter? I think we can. Send our strategic bomber. This one I'm not going to send. Okay, good. Yeah, the only bad thing that happened is this tiger, yeah. Rack defense, so nothing can be done about that. Repairs, probably it will cost 200. You're running low on fuel. 5 here left. Let's resupply. Okay. I think this is fine. Stuka. Let's send now Stuka to the south, right? And this fighter as well. Italian still has fuel, so I think this is good. Here like this, and turn is 9. Okay, turn 9. Let's play one more turn and then we can save. They have mobile flak. Yeah, flak come. Okay, good. Not so sure how much we need this infantry. I mean, we'll need probably over here, yeah. Let's move this artillery, it will be faster if we attack with more units. Go back with our fighter. That's our, I think, defense. Yeah, is it? Yeah, that's why this flak didn't score any hits. Fighter defense plus how much? Defense plus 5, something like that. Defense plus 5. Right. They need fuel. Oops. This was a little bit too much, huh? I moved a little bit too much and I can't protect. With our artillery, our recon, yeah. It's risky to move and not to be protected with artillery. Cover is very useful to be on our flanks and to scan the area. I think now we can save. I would say, okay, we suffer some losses over here. That was expected. I could probably play better with planes if I knew where are the bunkers, so try to trap enemy fighters, which I didn't do well. So now we have one fighter at 4 and over here one fighter at 6 because of that, and we were a little bit unlucky over here. I mean, ruck defense, paratrooper with entrenchment of 2. Yeah, I mean it can happen. So yeah. The unit was not fully suppressed, so yeah, it can happen. Well, this was not expected. This is my fault. Intelligence reports tells us that there are Italian prisoners being held in Nairobi. Italian High Command Supremo will undoubtedly reward you with additional resources if you manage to release their prisoners. So now this is the objective. Great. We will need to split forces and send someone over there. You also need to see what's over there. But also we need to, while we split units, we will need to send a strong group. I believe we are not going, I don't know how strong they are over here. Maybe they have tanks or whatever. Do we have time to go all together over here and then over here? I'm not so sure about that. I mean, this group, their objective is this. Now actually we need to send our planes over here, and we also need in the same turn to reach with our tanks this. But I don't know if this is possible. This is Mark 6 at least. Okay, it's not Mark 7. Maybe we can do it. Rumbar damaged and Panzer Corps damaged. Okay, I would say that would be all for the part number 1. It's turn 11, half of the battle. I would say, it's not going great, but it's okay. It's possible, yeah. Archon got first star. Okay, that's a good news. Fine. We are now going to save and see you in the next one. Yeah, bye bye.